And what was this partnership going to involve?
Hi, Kelly. Thanks for having me. So the partnership was to include, I would say, Facebook underwriting free therapy for some cohorts of audiences that they chose, and also a lot of content that would be shared from the Talkspace side in order to help Facebook users better deal with their mental health issues.
So you have pulled out of this deal. Does that preclude you working with Facebook in the future? And what do your employees, your colleagues think about this?
So we pulled out of the deal after an all hands in our own company, mostly because we thought that Facebook had a moral imperative. And one of the very basic moral imperatives is do no harm. And we are a behavioral health and mental health company. And social media in general, and Facebook in particular, is harmful to our mental health. Will we work with Facebook in the future? Of course, we have nothing about the people of Facebook. We have a lot against the policies that they have chosen to affect, and not withdrawing, not, I would say, explaining some of the tweets of Donald Trump. That has crossed a very clear line in our understanding. If they change their policies, we would love to work with them again.
So if Facebook says it will do more to sort of police political speech, then you would feel comfortable restarting the partnership?
I don't think it's about policing, nor is it about political speech. I think, to be honest, this is not politics. It's not ideology. It's just basic human decency and protecting the users from harm, from violence, and from, frankly, lies. You know, Facebook is the largest media company on the planet. It has no fact-checking. It has no curation. It has claims no control over the content of what they publish. I think, actually, funny enough, I think Trump's attempt to remove Section 230 is actually helpful. I think Facebook should be responsible. Facebook cannot say, like President Trump said at the time, I take no responsibility, because people are being hurt. They can be hurt physically because of the incitement to violence. They can be hurt mentally. It's exactly the same thing. They should change that. And they have been shown the way by another company, which I'm not a huge fan of as well, called Twitter, that did the right thing. Very late. I'm not sure enough, but they did it.
Oren, you've been a critic, as you were just describing, of social media companies in general. I mean, you run a mental health app, so it must come up all the time in terms of the effect that it's having on people. So I am curious if you would ever take a bigger stance, I suppose, against social media companies in general.
Personally, I do object to the way they are going to market today, because I think those are addiction and advertising machines more than anything else. And they know the addictive nature of their services. And they are also extremely aware of the damages, as we saw just, I think, last week, where, information came out of Facebook made it very clear that they are aware of the, the tendency of their algorithms to drive more divisiveness and actually proliferate hate in a very, very effective manner. Now, I'm going back to that very strange point, the moral imperative, which is do no harm. They know this, they choose to do nothing. Facebook, that's a very wrong decision. Can it be fixed? Of course, it's just a question of will.
All right. Oren, thanks for joining us today to explain the move and your thoughts on all of this.
Thanks very much.